I am currently a vaccinator that's working at the Banner University Medical Center South Campus. As the vaccinator role, we pretty much can do anything from vaccinating the patients and observing patients after their vaccination is given to them. We keep an eye on them for 15 to 30 minutes and just seeing how they react after the vaccine.
My role is a branch director overseeing the divisions. So we have EMTs, paramedics, and all the way up to registered nurses that are working out in the field giving vaccinations.
I serve as a branch director and oversee a division group supervisor that oversees the EMTs and vaccinators within the pods. The pods are locations that are set up around Tucson where people can go receive their vaccines, set up like a drive-through service.
The COVID-19 pandemic has brought a screeching halt to, our country in general, and specifically here in Pima County. And we're making a difference here in our community directly with the people that we work with on a daily basis. The county or the state will request a FEMA tasking. And with that tasking, they'll request what's called an emergency support function 4, which is what the Forest Service is, ESF4 firefighters. Within that tasking, they requested vaccinators because they had a shortage of vaccinators here in Pima County and in fact across Arizona. Part of the role would be liaison between us as the Coronado National Forest and to FEMA, but also providing oversight of our vaccinators. Any kind of needs that may arise if they become ill for the day or they just need time off, just making sure that we're managing their schedules so that we can ensure that we're providing enough vaccinators.
So I've been a firefighter since 2014, and I've been an EMT pretty much for the entire time as well. And we are given specific trainings to be able to vaccinate.
The way that they're qualified to do what they're doing is, of course, we have our here on the Coronado and our own medical directors, but as we assign them to the county, we went under the county's medical direction. They go through a training with the county to become certified to do the vaccinations.
I was just told that they needed assistance, they needed help with vaccinators in Tucson or pretty much anywhere that they were hosting any vaccination sites. I got ordered as a vaccinator. They wanted EMT qualifications and higher.
It's all on a voluntary basis. We reached out to our people in fire that are qualified as EMTs and asked if they would be willing to help out.
So total personnel, including, our cooperators that we bring up through our ordering system, are 23 personnel.
So of the 23 vaccinators that we have working in Pima County, they are administering close to 3,000 vaccines a day.
It's a misconception that, what the Forest Service does is just firefighting. So, part of our tasking and our role nationally is to help respond to all natural disasters or all disasters that may be declared.
So the main challenge was getting the vaccinators in place and establishing who they're working for and what their roles are and dealing with our day-to-day jobs that we still have here on the Coronado, managing fires and prescribed fire that was taking place at the same time. And how we mitigated that was we brought in a division to help oversee the day-to-day operations of the pods and of the vaccinators.
Helping those folks that are working in the pods that are not part of the Forest Service or FEMA, understanding the incident command system. I think it's been an education process for them because many of these folks are, they run education institutions, they run, hospitals, but they don't necessarily work in the incident command system on a regular basis that like we do. Initially was quite challenging, but also quite rewarding because they're really getting on board with it and understanding how effective and efficient it can be to run under the ICS organization. It's been a year since this was declared a pandemic, the COVID-19 virus. There was a lot of fear, a lot of unknowns a year ago, and be here 1 year later, helping put vaccines in people's arms, get some semblance of normalcy back into our community and back to our country. It's been the most rewarding thing.
Seeing people of all ages so excited and happy to get the vaccine. There's people from all over the country that are coming out to get them vaccinated, even volunteers that are local as well. Seeing them happy actually makes the day go by faster, and it's a good thing to do to protect yourself.
We're excited to be a part of it. What we're doing is historical. There hasn't been a pandemic in, over 100 years, and here we are, living through it. We're doing something to help get us out of it, and I think quite impressive. We're here at this point.